Good morning, children. Welcome to the class of Geography. Let's have a quick recapitulation of what we have learned in Module 1. Basically, there are 5 elements of a map. We have learned about the first 3 elements, that is the map title, the map direction, and the map scale. Map title informs us about the topic what the map shows. For example, whether it is a map of India or South America, North America, or whether it is a political or a physical map. Map direction or north line helps us to find directions with respect to north. So we have learned that there are 4 cardinal directions, 4 intermediate directions, and 8 subdivisions of the intermediate directions, totally 16 directions. The third element that we have learnt is about map scale. There are 3 types of scales: the verbal or the statement scale, the graphical or the linear scale, and representative fraction. We have also learnt how to measure distance along a straight line and the curved lines. In this module, we are going to learn about the other 2 elements, that is the legend or key and the grid system. What is a legend or key? A legend or key is an essential feature which explains the colors, signs and symbols used in the map. Legend or key is usually provided at the bottom of the map. Colors are an integral part of a legend. These colors are conventionally used, that is, they are internationally recognized and accepted. What is the significance of colors in maps? Let's understand that. Colors make maps attractive to look at and easy to understand and interpret. Especially to depict the physical divisions of any country, colors play a very important role. For example, color blue is used to show water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, etc. The color green is used to depict plains and forests. Brown represents hills, mountains, plateaus. And the color yellow represents the hot deserts, and white shows the cold deserts and the snow covered regions. Let's understand this with the help of physical map. So this is the map of India showing the physical divisions, and there is a legend given here depicting the colors. So the brown color region is the extent of the northern mountains of our country. The light green color shows the extent of the northern plains. The yellow color is used to show the great Indian desert. Light brown is depicting the Deccan Plateau region. Dark green color is showing the extent of the coastal plains of our country, and color blue is representing the islands as well as the water bodies surrounding our country. Conventional signs and symbols are also very important in legend. These signs and symbols are used to show natural and man made features on maps. They are easy to draw and to understand. One thing what we have to observe here, children, is there is a particular color to be used for particular symbols. For example, the man made structures and the religious places are all colored red. So that is fort and all the religious places plus the lighthouse, the airports, and the permanent and the temporary huts are all drawn using color red. Whereas the metal roads, post office, police station, or the rest house, the circuit house, inspection bungalow, railway station, and so the say broad gauge railways and such things are say drawn using color black, and blue represents the rivers or the water bodies on the map. So Here is a map, political map of, say, India, and we have a small legend shown here, which we have the symbols of international boundary and the capital city and the state capitals. So, this is how the legend can be used to notify the important places on the map. The next important element of the map is the grid system, a network of latitudes and longitudes drawn on a globe or a map is called the grid system. What are latitudes? Latitudes are horizontal lines forming complete circle. The longest latitude is the equator. It divides the earth into two hemispheres, northern and southern hemisphere. Latitudes are always expressed in the numerical value, followed by the letter N for the northern hemisphere and S for the southern hemisphere. Let's learn some important latitudes. Above the equator, we have the Tropic of Cancer, located at 23.5 degree north. We use the numeric, say the alphabet N because it is in the northern hemisphere. Above the Tropic of Cancer, we have the Arctic Circle, located at 66.5 degree north, and North Pole at 90 degree north. Below the equator, we have the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south. We use the alphabet S because it is in the southern hemisphere. Below the Tropic of Capricorn, we have the Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south and the South Pole located at the 90 degree south. Longitudes are vertical lines running from North Pole to South Pole. Longitudes are semicircles of the same length. Two opposite longitudes form a complete circle. The 0 degree longitude is called the prime meridian and its opposite 180 degree longitude is called the international dateline. These two semicircles together divide the earth into eastern and western hemispheres. The numerical value of longitude is followed by letter E and W for eastern and western hemisphere respectively. Observe the map of the world, children. We have two lines drawn here. One is at the 0 degree and the other one is at the 180 degree. The prime meridian or the 0 degree is also called as the Greenwich meridian since it passes through a place called Greenwich in London. 180 degree is a crooked line and it is called the international date line. The day and the date changes at this line. Now the network of latitudes and longitudes help us to locate the places on the map. And let's take an example of India here. So as you move your eyes from bottom to top, you can make out the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of our country. So let's understand that. Latitudinal extent of India is 8.4 degree north to 37.6 degree north latitudes, and the longitudinal extent of India is 68.7 degree east to 97.25 degree east longitudes. This also means to say that our country lies in the northeastern hemisphere. What are heat zones? On the basis of the heat received from the sun, there are three distinct zones of the earth. They are the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. The region that lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn receives the maximum heat of the sun. Hence, they are very hot zones and hence they get the name torrid zone. As we move away from the equator, the rays of the sun fall slanting. So, the regions between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle are called the temperate zones. Temperate zones receive slanting rays of the sun. They are neither too hot nor too cold and are comfortable to live in. In the northern hemisphere, it is called as the north temperate zone. In the southern hemisphere, it is called the south temperate zone. From the region from Arctic Circle to the North Pole and Antarctic Circle to the South Pole are called the polar zones or the frigid zones. These zones remain frozen throughout the year. So we have come to an end of this lesson, children, and let's have a quick recapitulation of what we have learnt by asking few questions. So, do you see a map here? Yes. So, first question is, what is the title of the map? Did you get it? Yes, it is North America. What two types of lines make up the grid? Yes, it's longitudes and latitudes. What two physical features are shown in the legend? Yes, they are mountains and lowlands. Which four directions are seen near the symbol of north line? Yes, we can notice the four directions there: north, south, east, and west. And finally, which type of scale is used in this map? Yes, it is the graphical and the or the linear scale. So let's conclude by having an activity. Find out the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of Africa and South America. Refer atlas for the same. Thank you. Have a nice day, children.